thank you. Sitting in with Shakespears' sister. Ladies, how are you?
Hi.
Good, good. It's very nice to meet you.
And you?
All right, Siobhan and Marcella. How did you two get together? How did it all happen? Leaving one... Yes?
I've answered that one today. Oh, all right.
Well, you've answered that one today, exactly. Go ahead.
My turn. Well, a really good friend of mine named Richard Feldman, who lives in LA along with me. He was living there and was kind of going about his business, and Siobhan and her husband happened to move in right across the street from him. So Richard went and introduced himself to her, and they started writing, a few weeks later, and then he called me and said, why don't you come over and write with us? And so I came over, and that's how we met.
Yeah. Now, what was it about this lady's writing that excited you, made you want to work with her?
She's an amazing musician, actually, as well as being a great singer. And I've never met a woman with those sort of capabilities before, and it was really fantastic it gave us total autonomy. We didn't have to go outside for help.
So it wasn't like your old group where you went outside for help?
Yeah.
But this lady, I understand, has written for some pretty amazing people like Clapton and Philip Bailey, I heard. And did you get excited by all of that, just the fact that she'd worked with Aretha Franklin and people of that nature?
I didn't know.
Ah, okay, so it was really sort of
I didn't know Marcy no, it wasn't like a job. Sort of.
So it was a really sort of naive sort of thing. It was just like a real meeting, not a music industry type meeting.
No,
it was like,
not at all.
Where's the food? Let's eat.
Right. It was Richard's really old friends of Marcy's, and he's my neighbour and good friend. And he thought we'd hit it off.
Now, the first product came out here in North America, and it did well. It introduced people to Shakespears' sister, but they really didn't have too much of an idea. Did you find that there was an image problem?
No, I would say that there was a promotion problem.
Yeah.
Because the head of our record company in America was sort of sacked and just went on and all that kind of thing. But I mean, it's unusual. It doesn't fit your normal musical categories. It fits all of them and none of them, So possibly radio might have been a bit confused at first.
Now, the story behind Stay and the success, the phenomenal success of Stay, because when it came out here, it just went straight into the charts. I guess it had been big in Europe for a bit.
Yeah, big in England. #1 for 8 weeks in England. Kind of mind-boggling in itself.
The song and the video is just, the video is remarkable. Who did it for you? And was there a message that you were trying to portray? It reminded me of scenes from Slaughterhouse-5.
One of my favorite movies.
Really?
Every time I ask anybody, have you seen Slaughterhouse-5? They've never seen it. It's one of the most brilliant movies I've ever seen. Actually, my husband came up with the concept for the video. Originally, the song was written around this movie called Catwomen from the Moon. And we were going to try and buy the rights to the movie, and we were inspired by the movie. It was a 3D, movie made in the 60s, really tacky black and white thing. But because of funding and everything, the record company said no. So the songs were still universal enough. And but video-wise, it was hard to kind of use that idea. So this other concept was thought of, and then Sophie Muller, who directs all our videos quite brilliantly, kind of changed brought her own presentation to the concept.
Let's take a look at the video and come back because we have a brand new video to show you after this. So stick around. Shakespears' Sister on Much. Stay. Shakespears' sister in the studio with us. I'm sorry, in the environment. We call this an environment now because it's more of an environment because everything. Yeah, there you go. It's everything just flows around. As you can hear the phones ringing and people sweating over in the corner. And we have fans out there, by the way, which you should wave to. Tonight at RPM, you'll be performing live. And a lot of people are looking forward to this. Now, what sort of presentation does the show take? Spill a little bit of the beans.
It's just very basic and loud and raw, and no frills really. But lots of sequins.
Lots of sequins and no tape.
No tape.
Tapes,
No
no
tapes.
machines.
No tapes
Just
and machines.
real people doing real music.
Did you want to get away from all that with this project, to get away from, you know, the manufactured music and more to something you could really present well live?
And when we set out to write the second album, Hormonally Yours, we wrote it with the whole idea of going on tour, and we wanted it to sound, even though we didn't have the band together at that time, and Marcy played a lot of the stuff herself, we did use, it was all live drums, and most of it was live drums, and most of it was, you know, we tried to do without programming heavily, and just make it sound like a band, you know. But now we sound much more like a band, because we are a band.
One being English and one being American, is there a special sort of chemistry that comes together that you couldn't have with your last project, and maybe that you had never found with someone else?
Well, yeah, like each situation, there's a different, you know, chemistry. Ours is really unique because we're both so different, yet we do share, you know, common ground. Like, I love Motown, and, you know, I love Sly and the Family Stone and Marvin Gaye and Aretha Franklin, and I also did love T-Rex and David Bowie. We both had love for those kind of common things, and then it kind of veers off from there, which makes it really unique.
So it's like music and lyrics, but you do sort of jump over into each other's territory, don't you?
At times.
Yeah. Cool. So tonight, RPM, it's going to be a big party.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be there.
Get ready to sweat.
See there,
Ready
every
to
square.
sweat.
Yeah.
Cool. New video, we got it, because we jettisoned one. I wanted to play three. I really did want to play three and keep them around all afternoon. I was ordering the food, but they told me we sort of had to move on. But we got the new video. Tell me about this, because it's the first time that we've ever seen it.
Well,
I'll let you
it's
explain.
it's a little rockumentary
Okay.
about life on the roads with Shakespears.
Kind of a true story.
Do you have young male groupies, like, sort of chasing after you and all that sort of stuff?
Well, I guess
Throwing their underwear on stage and all that sort of...
Well, no, I think that only happens to Tom Jones, doesn't it?
Hey,
I wouldn't mind.
I was hoping for it, yeah. I mean, we can arrange something. This is Toronto tonight. This could happen.
Well, I was held in a serious headlock the other night. I thought, like, help, just get me out. I was on stage and this guy was grabbing me. I got away just in time. But,
All right, well, we're going to take a look at the rockumentary, and we're going to have a little private chat. Brand new from Shakespears' Sister. Thank you very much, ladies, for coming in.
all right, thank you.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Bye.
Last night in Toronto.
Take a look at yourself.